Good morning, Robert. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's do it. It's that time of day again. It is, for many of us, Christmas Eve. And we are in the building with our daily reading with Coach Kenya. Good morning, grandmother. Good morning, Roberta. How are you feeling today? I am so excited. Good morning, Petty. How are you? Good morning, Silicone. Good morning, Diva. We are live on all platforms. I'm Coach Kenya. It's an exciting week for me. This is the only time of the year where I take 2 weeks off and work primarily with my team to build, create, and prepare to help as many women as possible in 2025. So I'm so grateful to still be able to be in my robe at 9:40 in the morning. Yes, ma'am. I will see you at 1:30, beautiful. Okay, so let's get into our daily reading. Okay, for today's reading, today is day 20 in Fear Not. And then we have our day December 24th for our Melody BD. Okay, so we have our relationship book on December 24th. And then we have our Fear Not book on day 20. All right, Echo, Echo, Echo. Can you lower the volume to 5? Thank you. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. That Rada Ladessa. Good morning. Hi, Shirley. How you guys doing? Hi, user 503. Hey, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Good morning. Good morning. We also have our Facebook page on deck as well. So good morning, you guys. I'm having a cup of coffee. I always have my detox tea, then my coffee. So I'm having my coffee this morning. My detox tea contains mint, honey, lemon, ginger, cleanse, ionics, a little bit of ice if you like it cool. I like it warm, so I go with 6 ounces of warm water. I shake it up, and then I warm it up, and I sip it like a tea. And I've been doing that for about 8 years, and that is one of the reasons why I've been able to sustain my weight loss of over 479 pounds by doing that one thing consistently. I also toss in there a protein shake once a day. That helps me make sure I get the Nutritional 3 organic meals. So I don't like to do anything that's stressful related to weight loss and wellness. So if you're someone who feels like your journey is just really overwhelming and stressing you out, let's talk, let's connect, and let's get you in a lifestyle that's more lifelong, right? We want weight loss. We don't want life loss. And so we want to sustain a type of living while we're on our wellness journey. We don't want to be out in these streets living restricted, all caught up and trapped up. God didn't create us to be constricted and convicted. He created us to live free. And so we want to tap in to do that. Good morning. You drinking your shake, Selena? Good morning. Yes, I'm detox teed in. I am fasting for the next, I believe, 21 days. We're doing a fast. So this week is our revival fast. So I am fasting. So this is pretty much all I can have for the rest of the day right here, which is okay. I'm fasting for a breakthrough for my clients. And I always do this once at the end of every month. I fast and I tap in to my higher power for discernment, to be aligned in my purpose. I believe what I do is very sensitive. And so I ask God to allow me in my purpose. I ask Him to enhance and grow my business so that I'm able to provide more scholarship programs and services for women who are literally trapped in their bodies in need of therapeutic resource available to them. And then I'm excited to continue to show up as a motivational and inspirational speaker all over the country to love on individuals who have been forgotten about because of their size. So thank you guys so much for being here this morning. I'm your girl, Coach Kenya, and let's get in it. Welcome to the boutique, guys. If you're on the boutique, today we are highlighting the products. One of those products is my journal, which we'll be mentioning shortly for the affirmations when we do our affirmations at the end of this live. Those affirmations can be found in my self-care and weight loss planner journal at the bottom of every day. Those are the affirmations I'll be sharing as we get into the new year. Now that we did all our house cleaning, welcome back to everyone who's been doing this every day with me for 20 days. You've been coming every day. Look at you be consistent. And you said you don't know why you can't stay motivated on your weight loss journey, baby. This is motivated, okay? This is showing up, okay? One of the things that many of us think we need to do is do a whole lot of stuff real fast to feel like we're doing something. What if I told you sometimes this thing is just about changing one thing at a time, one step at a time, one issue at a time, one concern at a time. And from doing that, you will knock down more buildings, more walls in your life. You will overcome more barriers. You will overcome more setbacks with the mentality that I can dig at this thing one dig at a time. And you win. All right, today's ready. Get a little water. A little of my coffee. I have my Ionic Supreme in there today, so it tastes a little different. All right. Day 20 says, thank you guys so much for the hearts and the likes. I see them flying. Thank you so much. Good morning, Callie girl. How are you? Diva, Tara, April, empowered and liberated. Good morning. It is written, and the Lord said unto Josiah, fear them not, for I have delivered them into thine hand. There shall not a man of them stand before thee. Joshua 10 and 8. Today's principle says, courage in the midst of fear makes you stand among your equals. Courage in the midst of fear makes you stand among your equals. Have you ever felt intimidated about going into a room or going to an event or going into a space because you were worried about the people who were there? You felt like they had more than you, they'd done more than you, they've accomplished more than you. So it made you feel kind of small just based on their accomplishments. Well, this clearly says that when you have courage, when you are courageous, when you approach a situation courageously, in the midst of your fear, no matter what you think, no matter what you're feeling, but if you show up anyway, it makes you stand among your equals. It makes the giant small. When you look fear in the face, it makes that giant that was really big small. It makes it real small. It makes it attainable. It makes it biteable. It makes it palatable, one step at a time. Number two, prayer number one, through the blood of Jesus, I gain victory over adversaries and adversities in Jesus' name. So it says over people and situations, I gain victory. So when I remove that fear, when I stand up in courage, when I look at the blood that I know covers me, I gain victory. So I'm out here trying to manifest, come up with all these magical ways to overcome these things, when overcoming can be as simply as standing up to my fears and saying, I'm worthy, I'm valuable, I'm enough, I can do this, I can accomplish this, this is my jam, I'm capable of it. It can literally allow us a sense of freedom within ourselves to then rise above the circumstances, do more, be more, live more, grind more. It says it right here. It says I gain victory over not just my adversaries, but my adversities, meaning both things. Good morning, Miss T, meaning people and places, meaning stuff and situations, meaning things I can touch and things I can't touch. I can overcome them. I can come over them, over top of them, meaning victory is mine. It doesn't worry about yesterday. Yesterday is irrelevant. I can't go back. If I keep looking back, then I'm going to find myself living back. How many of you are living in your past, but you're showing up today? You're still focused on who you used to be the last time you lost weight. Well, I want to get back to where I used to be. I talk to you guys about this all the time. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is the trick. Thank you, Miss T. TC, thank you. It's a trick. Because I don't want to go back to any version of my old me. I don't care how fast I was. I don't care how sexy I was. I don't care how high my titties sit, how high my booty swing. I ain't trying to go back. Because the person that was in that body, she ain't right. I don't want none of her. Yeah, I might be scared of my old self. My old self had issues and concerns. She was still living as a 12-year-old sexualized abuse victim. She was still living as a domestic violence victim. She was still living as a suicide victim. She was still living in depression and anxiety and self-hate and self-worth. She was still living in those lack of things. I don't want to go back. You can go back, though. I don't want to go back with you, so don't invite me. Go by yourself. I don't want to go with you. I'm sorry. I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to be able to get there with you. But if you want to go back, you go back without me. That's what I talk about in my self-care planner. That's clicked to it's linked right now in that orange card. That's what I'm talking about in there. I'm asking you to challenge your belief system 100%. You think it's only about your waistline. I'm trying to tell you it's about your mind line. I don't know. I ain't talking about nothing. All right. I just lost 479 pounds naturally. Had to fight many demons that still try to come back to today. I had to discover I was a food addict and I had a food disorder. But who am I? I don't know nothing about nothing. Plus, I got some education to go behind a couple degrees on the wall, but I don't know nothing about nothing. I don't. It says prayer number 2. I receive grace to stand tall among my equals in Jesus' name. It says I receive grace. I get to stand tall among my equals. Type the like button if you have a situation where you're feeling like you're being defeated and it's a giant. And I want to tell you today that you can stand among all of that. That it doesn't have to feel like the end of the world. Good morning, Charmaine. It doesn't have to feel like you're going to die. It doesn't have to feel like you can't breathe. Did you know you can still be going through some things with a smile on your face? See, many of us, we want so much attention when we're struggling that we going through something and we want the world to know. So we walking around sad and depressed. He didn't say get depressed when you go through it. He said dance like David danced. I don't know. Some of y'all do more twerking than shouting. Maybe that's why you fall into a depression when things ain't looking good. I don't know. Try shouting instead of twerking next time you get excited and see if it'll change things around. I don't know. I can't twerk, so I don't have a choice but to shout. But I'm just speaking for those who can. Maybe if we switch it up. I don't know. There was a time where I stood in a space myself where I was looking outside of myself for a solution. I was calling the wrong people at the wrong time for the wrong things. You see, I was calling people that didn't even have a prayer life to pray for me. I don't know how that works, but I was doing it. I'm just telling you where I was. Now, I speak on my own experiences. You might not have none. You might can't relate. You might not even know what I'm talking about. Good morning, beautiful. I don't know. But I do know that there was a time when I was caught up in the wrong thing, so I kept getting lost and I couldn't find the right thing. I can tell you that I've been on this journey a long time, so this ain't my new journey. This is my old stroll. You know, like the stroll. This is my old stroll. I've been strolling these roads and these bridges and these mountains for a while. As a matter of fact, I think I paved a couple of these streets y'all walking on. Yeah, I see y'all using the videos and the pictures, but what I want to tell you, you can use them all you want to, but until you've done the work I've done, you will never be able to duplicate what I've accomplished. This is only accomplishable if you choose to step within yourself. See, many of us are trying to figure out something outside of us, but see, it's the in us that helps us win. Every motivational speaker I've ever seen, including your biggest ones, your Martin Luther King and your Malcolm X, what you have to understand about those movies that depict their lives, what you are watching happen is the discovery of oneself. That's what they ultimately began to tap into. They tapped in to oneself. I don't know much about nothing. I don't know. Somebody sent me here on purpose because see, I've seen a lot of pain, so I came here on purpose. I don't know. I ain't talking about nothing. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing to get nobody free. I don't know. I mean, I'm freeing myself. I've come to the conclusion in 2025 that I'm focused on freeing Kenya. If you don't want to get free with me, don't worry about it. You can stay in your own personal prison, in your own personal shackles, in your own personal chains, as long as you choose. Because, baby, I can't dance with you. He said freedom. I want it. He said mine. I'm taking it. He said I can have it. I am ready to receive. Tap the like button if you too. I don't know. I ain't talking about nothing, though. It said December 24th. What does service mean to you? Well, now, see, the book is about to call us messy. See this book every day. Melody, where you at? Melody Beatty, y'all got to get her book, y'all. If you want somebody to smack you in your face at the right time, at the right moment, this woman will do it for you. And she wrote this book so many years ago. That's how you know certain things are in alignment with where you are. When you pick up a book and it touches your soul, and it shakes your core, has been waiting for you. I ain't gonna get on nothing. Y'all want none of this. Let me get on out of here. I'm trying to go to my morning meeting. Y'all know I go to Al-Anon every day so I can stay well. See, I don't talk about it. I be about it. That's why I can't stay on these lives much longer. You see, y'all want me to be live every day, but you got to understand a woman like me is really over here living what I talk about. See, I'm not like most people. I do what I say I'm doing, because if not, I'm in trouble. And one thing you're not going to let me do is lead me to misthink or drink. I'm not willing to do it. I'm not willing to sacrifice my sobriety for anyone else. So, see, I'm showing up regardless. If you show up, I don't care if there's 1 viewers or 0 viewers. I'm still going to be here. Because my journey is my journey. I'm inviting you to join me. Merry Christmas, Doc, back at you. I'm inviting you to join me. Today's reading says, for a long time, service meant drudgery. Sometimes something grim and tiresome to me. Having to say yes all the time, even when I wanted to say no. Doing a lot of things I didn't want to do because someone asked me to. Doing an act of service even if I wasn't asked. Solving any problem, filling any need I saw anytime, anywhere. Thank you for the follow. But much of the time, what I didn't help others or me. Watch that. But much of the time, what I did didn't help others or me. Usually I felt angry, resentful, tired, and unappreciated. After years of living this way, I started avoiding people so I could avoid the responsibility of having to solve their problems. I shield away from people. I shield away from service. Before I was able to return to service, I needed to change my definition of it. Service isn't something we do. It's a way of life. Service is what our lives are when we're loving ourselves. Now, to me, service means that we take our place in the universe naturally and easily. We listen to our hearts, trusting the guidance about what we want to do, what feels right for us. We listen with our hearts. We listen when our hearts say no to. We love ourselves. We do what we're led to do. We do what we enjoy and have passion for doing. That's service. We enjoy life. We open our hearts to the people around us. We love openly. We cry openly. We let ourselves be who we are. That's service. When a task or job arises that it's our job to do, when a task or job arises that it's our job to do, one that feels right and appropriate for us, we do it. Enjoy and love. That's service. We allow ourselves to be in a present moment, realizing the value of work and of giving. Then we take one step further. We allow ourselves to have fun and enjoy what we're doing while we're doing it. That's service. If a task seems too grim to bear, if we can't find the reserves or resolve to accomplish it, if no way to do it opens up, we quietly say no. We have not failed. We have succeeded at listening to our hearts. We have succeeded at true service. We give of ourselves, our resources, our love. We give of our time and our smiles and our joy in those places and with those people that feel right to us. We don't worry about what we're going to get back while we're giving it. Oh, repeat. We don't worry about what we're going to get back while we're doing it. I repeat, we don't worry about what we're going to get back while we're giving it. A lot of us have really big hearts, but our service comes with a price, except the people that we're servicing don't know that you have a hidden expectation in your brain. They don't know that when you fall down, you're actually expecting them to pick you back up. How many of you have done something for someone expecting that person could pick you back up, and when they could not pick you back up, you felt some type of way? So y'all don't want to hit the like button for the right things. Yeah, I've done that. I've saved some folks, helped some folks, and when it came down to it, those folks had no resources. They had no means and no able to help me, and I felt some type of way. I felt some type of way because I had sacrificed for them in their time of need. But what happened was they didn't have the capabilities to sacrifice for me. So the unstated expectation that I have doing for them in the first place was on me, because I should have never had that. I need to serve and serve freely, serve and serve openly, so that the person that I'm serving, the people that I'm serving, I understand that whatever I gave out may never come back in no way, shape, or form from that person. And that is okay. That is real service because it's coming from my heart. It's not coming with an ideology or an expectation that they know nothing about. I'm not having an expectation that they need to have my back like I have their back. I no longer do that anymore because what happens is people aren't you. And you're in these relationships, want somebody to have your back and hold you down and serve you like you serve them. And you're trying to ask them to be you. Well, if that's the case, be in a relationship by your damn self. You don't need nobody else. If you just want everybody to duplicate your behavior, then you don't need to be you and they don't need to be you. That's not what you want. People can't give you. Get that in your head. People cannot give you. Whatever energy you bring to the room, that's your energy. There's no one around you that can duplicate that. God made that specifically for your energy. Your love, your service, your dedication, your sacrificing, all of that, laying yourself on the cross, sacrificing yourself like you, Jesus Christ on the cross. And you're going to rise in 3 days that you out here doing for people, especially around this time of the year. Make sure somebody else is going down the cross for you. Because if you can't find nobody down on your cross with you, you're going to be one dead chick on that cross. Because ain't nobody going to get you down, honey. You got the metaphor. Let's keep going. If service has become drudgery, refine it until it becomes joy. True service won't make you back away from people in life. It will bring you closer to God, to yourself. True service helps you become a part of the magical dance of the universe. A lot of times I will bless people and tell no one. Me and God knows. Me, God, and that person. Me, God, and that person. And the reason why I sometimes do that very type of service is because I've learned that if something is put on my heart for me to do for a person from God, God didn't tell anybody else. He told me, good morning, Dowdy. Welcome into my moderators this morning. He only told me. I did the service and then it's done. If God wanted it to be a public service announcement or a book, he would have put it in the paper. So many of us got to make sure we're servicing and loving from the right heart. Because what will happen is if you get in the habit of sacrificing yourself to serve others, that will also create a form of fear. Because when you're not being revalidated, when they're not doing those things back, it begins to affect your self-worth and your value. And you begin to feel like people don't love you the same. And then this creates a whole nother issue with your mindset. And so what we want to do is make sure what we're doing in this world, that we're doing it with the right intention behind it, especially when we're on a healing and self-love journey. Make sure you're doing it with the right intention behind what you're doing, especially when you're on a self-healing and wellness journey. Because what's happening is if we don't check why we are moving, what our motives truly are, we may be moving out of fear and lack of courage, and we may be calling it motivation. So be very careful how you move in the world and how you move in your life. Because one move could change your whole trajectory, but one move can also grow your whole trajectory. So today I encourage you to dig deep and look at what you're doing. Look at how you service not just others, but how do you service yourself? Are you doing things for yourself because you feel like you have to because your back is against the wall? Or are you embracing your journey? Are you embracing the prayer, the meditation? Have the doctor told you need to eat better? Are you embracing that journey? Are you doing it begrudgingly? Are you going at it angry because somebody told you what to do? Sometimes the difference between our mood being up and our mood being down is a deep dive of self-evaluation and the willingness to forgive oneself when it doesn't look like we thought it would look. I'm your girl, Coach Kenyosha Elliott. Have an absolutely amazing day. Thank you so much for being in this morning's daily reading. I'll see you guys later. Tap that like button. Let me know you were here so I can follow you back, and send me any inboxes for any questions, issues, or concerns about weight loss or wellness you think I could help you with. And if you're looking for a safe space to start your journey, you're ready to get going for the new year, I got a spot for you. We are opening up right now. We're bringing in about 50 women every month. So if you are ready to be our first 50 for this month, come on in, tap that like button, tap that link in the bio, or drop in the comments. I'm ready to work with you, Coach, and I have your back. I'll see you soon. Have a beautiful day, and God bless you all. And thanks for having coffee with me. Oh, yeah. I was sent out to say my transformation program is currently 99% off. We've marked it down to $99 just for each of you. Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you guys so much for having me.